Hello traders, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I want to show you, I want to explain more on the question someone asked me on YouTube about this particular trade I took and how I draw the level. So this is exactly, I'm going to show you what I did and how I simply draw the level. Okay, it's been past few months that I upload a video on YouTube about binary trade. Like I said to some people, something happened to my YouTube channel, so I was unable to upload video. But this time, from next week, I'm going to start uploading video, a live trade video on binary option. But today, I'm not taking any video, any trade. Okay, but I want to simply explain uh, a particular trade I took some days ago on binary, and someone asked the question, how did I come up with this uh, zone? How did I draw the level? So today I'm going to explain to you. This was the video here. Okay, I took a trade starting from $20 to $1,000. Now, this was the question someone asked me. He asked me that, how do I draw a zone here? Why did I go with bias on the next candle here? Well, if you look on the left side, because anything that happened on the left side will give you what is going to happen, will make you understand what is going to happen to the market. But take note, okay? Take note. Not all the time price will always give you what you want. Sometimes you should not be 100% sure the market is going to reverse or is going to go your way. Okay, for instance, the market might decide not to reverse here. Okay, or it might decide to keep going more down. Okay, but all you have to do is just go with your instinct. Okay, so here, why did I go with bias here? If you look on the left side, we have this candle here, a gravestone, sorry, a grave, no, a dragonfly doji. Okay, because it seems to be like a doji, but it has a color. This has a color. Sometimes you say doji doesn't have a color. Yes, doji doesn't have a color, but sometimes you see a tiny body. Okay, you see a tiny body with a long wick, still a doji candlestick. If you look at this candlestick here, it's a doji candlestick. And what's the name of this type of doji? We call it a dragonfly doji. Now look how I draw the lines. First, I place the line at the opening price of this doji, then at the lowest wick. Okay, because I need to bring out what happened to this candle here. Okay, so if you look again, after this candle, we have a red candle. Okay, then we also have a rejection, which means there are some buyers around this area. There are also some buyers around this area. Let me explain one thing about it, because here the buyers rejected the sellers. Here also the buyers also rejected the sellers, which means buyers are here, buyers are here. The next candle formed red and it also got rejection. Okay, which means sellers are here. Okay, so if this candle close inside this zone, we expect sellers entry. But what happened? This candle changed the whole story of what has happened on the left side. A strong green candle break this zone. Okay, a strong green, because if the candle close inside this zone and something like this happen, what will happen is that the next candle here will be a red. But this candle changed the whole story. It break the zone and sellers try to retrace. When sellers try to retrace, we have some rejection from sellers. Okay, you can see the rejection from sellers. Same thing happened here. Sorry, rejection from buyers. Same thing happened here, rejection from buyers, and a green candle. So that is why I decided to go with buyers on the next candle, because of this zone. Okay, so I'm going to show you on the chart right now how to draw the zone. Okay. Uh, okay. Now look at this candle here. This also looks like a dragonfly doji. Okay. Uh, then we have the wick, we have the close of the candle. So now what I'm going to do is draw exactly the level. Okay. Uh, Simply draw a line at the opening price of this candle, then at the lowest wick, lowest low. Now, after this candle, the next candle was red, just like in that video. Now, anytime the price try to reach that level, we have a rejection. Same thing that happened to this. Anytime the price reach the zone, we have rejection, right? So we also have rejection. We have multiple rejection. Let's see what happened after multiple rejection. Let's see if the buyers really break the level. Now we have rejection, but the market still did not reverse because we see some buyers movement breaking the level. Now what we need is for the price to come back to this zone, then look for rejection and place your trade in the upside. Okay, let's see. Okay, now you see that the price closed in between these two lines with a rejection. So what happened next? The next candle was a green candle, because what happened to this candle here is also happening to this candle here. Okay, we have a strong rejection from buyers, but when the sellers continue pushing the price down, it becomes sellers activity, sellers area. That is why we have this rejection from sellers. But the buyers are very strong. They keep pushing the price upward. They did not reverse. So this time the market should definitely reverse. So which means this buyers movement change the whole story of what has happened to the left side here. Because if the buyers did not break this level, the market should be reversing anytime the price reach the zone. That is why we have this rejection, 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 rejection. But the buyer's movement changed the whole story. Definitely, if the market come back to this zone, we expect the price to reverse. Sometimes the market doesn't reverse. That is why I say in binary option or in binary option trading, you should not be expecting 100% winning ratio. So the video, I'm going to explain the second trade. Okay. Okay, so I took a call trade there. Okay, now this is the second trade I took. What I did here is because of how the market reacts to a certain level and how I expect the price to move. Okay, first thing first, what we see here is a continuation pattern. Okay, continuation pattern. The first level here, the market reverses here. Second one is here and here. Now look what happened. This is just like the previous trade I explained. We have this rejection. I place the line here, then place the line at the highs of this level. So when the price cross the level, this level, what happened when the price reverse? It reversed back to this zone. We have some buyer's entry, but the market still keep going down. Now, when we have the buyer's entry and sellers keep pushing the price down, anytime the price reach the level, we have a rejection. We have rejection. That is why the next candle here was green, was red. And again, from that zone, we have multiple rejection. But when the next candle here form green candle, what I expect next is sometimes you expect the price to continue to reach that level. But look at this green candle. This green candle, what do you call it? It's still a doji candlestick. Okay? A doji candlestick. Long leg doji candlestick. Long leg doji candlestick is a continuation sign in the middle of the trend. For most of the time, it can be in the middle of the trend. What I mean is that if you see the market moving upward and you see a long leg doji candlestick, we have different kind of doji candlestick. Long leg doji candlestick is like this. The normal doji candlestick is like this. This is a dragonfly doji. This is a gravestone doji. This is a flat doji. Okay, so if you see any of these doji candlestick, you should be able to know where the market is heading next. If the market is moving upward and you see a candlestick, long leg doji candlestick is a sign the market will keep going high. Or if the market is moving upward, if you see a normal doji candlestick, something like this, it's a sign the market is ready to reverse. Okay, and if the price is pushing higher and you see a gravestone doji candlestick, it's a sign the market is ready to reverse. If you see a dragonfly, this is a gravestone doji. It's a sign the market is ready to reverse. Then these two candles, a doji candlestick is also a continuation doji candlestick. Sometimes it can be a continuation doji or a reversal doji. Okay. Then also a gravestone can be a continuation or a reversal doji. But this long leg doji and this normal doji, a plus sign doji, is a reversal sign. This is a plus sign doji is a reversal sign. And a long leg doji is a continuation sign. That's exactly what happened here. This is a long leg doji candlestick because after this green candle, it's a sign the market is going down because of this red candle, sellers movement. Now, after that, we see a long leg doji. So that is why I expect the price to go down because even this candle itself cannot push buyers, you cannot expect buyers to enter on the next candle because this candle itself cannot push the price upward. So what I have to do is follow how the price is moving because after this red candle, we have a long leg doji, so we expect the price to go down. Okay. If you look on the left side again, you see so many things that happen. After this green candle, we have a dragonfly doji. So the next candle was red. It means the market is ready to reverse downside. After this green candle, we have a dragonfly doji. So the next candle. So that is how the market move most of the time. And that is exactly why I took a put option here. Okay, let's see what happened. Okay, already I've taken the trade. So I simply draw the line here because you can see the market reverse here. Okay, let me explain. Let me go to the okay. See the market is moving down. Market move up. Then here, what happened here is that I can see from the opening price of this candle and the highest week. Okay, if you look at this candle here, the opening price of this candle, the highest week, the buyers keep pushing the price higher. So buyers have already violated this level. So which means the price come to this level, what we expect is the price to reverse. First thing what happened is that we see a rejection. Then candle close inside the zone, the next candle was green. So it's very simple to trade with this pattern. Okay. Same thing here. The opening price and the week. So buyers violated the level, the market retraces back to the level and a reversal sign. So the next candle was a green candle. Okay, so you can see that this analysis is very simple. All you have to do is pay attention. So I'm waiting for the next trade. Okay, the next trade here, this analysis is very simple. Okay, when there is change of character, or I usually call it change of polarity, sometime, or let's say previous high will also work at the same current high, something like this. Okay, look at this trade here. There's no need for me to play this video. I've already know what happened here. So if you want to know about the trade, go and watch the video. So it's still there on my YouTube channel. I think I have made some changes on my YouTube channel. I, something happened to my YouTube channel. That's why I'm unable to upload video. Okay, but this time by next week I will start uploading video on binary option, including forex. Okay, so this today just to explain some of the trade I took before I start uploading new live trade video. Okay, here if you look at this trade here, when price is moving higher, it make a stop here. That is a pause. The market reverse continue. But when the price now went down, this red candle violates the level, violate this zone. So I draw what happened here. The closing price and the closing price of this green candle. So that is exactly the zone. But when this candle break the zone to the downside, it violates the zone. So violating the zone, which means that market retraces back to the level. What I expect is the price to retrace it back down. Okay, that is why I took a put option. It's very simple. Let me go to the chart and explain to you why. So what you need to observe is check on the left side. Okay, just need to check. Now, one thing as I'm checking, one thing I want you guys to know is that if you are trading, that doesn't mean that the market will always reverse anytime the price reaches level. So all you have to know that sometimes the market doesn't reverse if the market is trading above or against level. Okay, so you have to pay attention. Okay, now what happened here is that what happened here is that when price is approaching higher, I saw some changes here because this is the last reversal point before the market drop down. Okay, we have so many reversal here, but I'm using this as the last reversal point. So now if you go further, you see that the buyers violate level, the market retraces down. What we need is for the sellers to violate the level. Okay, so finally sellers violate the level, the zone close below the two line. So what we need is the price to retraces back to the level, and price retrace back to the level. We can see that after price retrace back to the level, we see some sellers entry. So that is the first attempt. Sometimes you pay attention to the first attempt. Do not trade the second attempt. Okay, that is why I go with sellers on this trade here. Okay, this is the level. Place the line at the closing price of this green red candle, then at the closing price of this green candle. Buyers continue. Sellers violate the level. Market retrace. Candle close inside the zone. Next candle was a red candle. So that is why I go with sellers. Very simple analysis. Okay, like this. The closing price of this red, the closing price of this green. What we need is price to violate. You can place your trade here. After price violates, the market retrace. You can see buyers enter. But what we need is sellers to violate also. The market retrace. You can see market retrace, then the sellers entered. Very simple analysis. So this is what you need to do. That is exactly what you need to if you want to make some profit in trading by watching my video on YouTube. Okay, this is the next trade. You can see the same thing, the same trade. Price reached the level, place the line at the closing price, also closing price here. Price went up, then sellers violate the zone. Okay, when price retrace back to the level, I place a put option. Very simple analysis. So this is how you must anytime I upload a video on YouTube, follow the full step to help you trade successfully in binary trade. Okay. Here, this is just a simple sub zone, simple zone because I place the line here, then place the line here. The price violates, market retrace, buyers entered. Okay, when buyers entered, the seller did not violate. Okay, but sellers close exactly inside the zone. So buyers entered. If I see any candle close below the zone, well, I'll wait for a retracement, then go with sellers. Okay, but here there is no candle that close below the zone, but this candle close exactly inside the zone. That's why I go with buyers. Okay, it's very simple analysis. This one is very simple. This one is very simple. Price move up, reverse. Buyers violate the zone. You can see buyers violate the zone. So when market retraces back, the market reverse also as well. It's very simple analysis. This one also very simple. Buyers violate the zone. When market retraces back to the zone, buyers entered. So that is why I said watch how I trade on zone. That is how I trade on zone most of the time when I'm trading binary option. All you have to do, sometimes you will not see opportunity coming up so fast. All you have to do is wait patiently. Okay, wait patiently. before you execute a trade. Okay, this also is very simple. A zone on the left side, the sellers violate the zone, market retrace, rejection, candle close inside the zone. So I go with sellers on the next candle. Very simple. So that is okay. Then one thing I want to say again is this. If you are trading, you draw the zone. Okay, if you are trading, you draw the zone. For instance, if the market is moving higher and market reverse continue, then you place the line here, place the line here. The markets also violate the zone. All you have to do is wait for a retracement. Okay, but if the candle retraces, then close also above the two lines. Pay attention to the candle that close above the two lines. If the candle that close above the two lines is a maribozu candle, for instance, the maribozu, what I mean is that maybe has a little the lower rejection and no upper rejection, just like a shaven top, though a shaven top maribozu candle. The next candle will still reverse. The market is still going to reverse. But if you have some rejection here, the market might likely to continue. So you are pay attention to any time the price break the zone. Okay, pay attention to any time the price break the zone. The market retrace back. If it retrace back to this zone and it close as a maribozu with a shaven top, it should reverse. But without a shaven top, it might continue to pushing higher. If you look at this trade here, if you look at this trade here, okay, look at the zone I drew here. I draw the zone here. Then this candlestick form. This is a Marbozu candle. Go and watch the video. Marbozu candle. Okay, this is a Marbozu candle because it have a shaven top close above the zone. That is why I go with sellers on the next candle. But if this Marbozu candle close inside the zone, the market might likely to continue pushing higher. But close above the zone, it's likely to reverse because it closed up at the high. So that is why I go with sellers on the next candle. I think that is the end of the trade. I think that is the end of the trade. Okay, this was the last trade using the wick as a zone. Very simple. So if you are watching the video or if you are watching my YouTube video, always follow how I draw levels or how I trade. That will make you understand better of how you can predict the next candle. Okay, like I said, starting from next week, I will start uploading video on YouTube, binary video on YouTube starting from next week. But this week, I want to relax, I want to rest. So, starting from next week, I'll start uploading video on YouTube. So, thank you guys. If you have any question on my YouTube video, some of my YouTube video, go and watch it. If you have any question, let me see that on the comments below. So if you have any question, or if you watch a video, a particular video, and you don't understand what I did on that video, just ask your question in the comments below. Okay, then if I happen to come across your question, then I will be able to make a video to answer your question. So that is how you can able to understand why I took trade, how I execute trade. Okay, guys, see you guys on my next video. And if you like my video, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.